Hey guys, it's Mike Salander, and today I'm really excited to share with you an upcoming tutorial we have at the BC Academy. This is one that I put together personally. And first, I just want to give you a little bit of behind the scenes to BC Academy. We are running this on Business Catalyst, as to be expected probably. And this is just the screen that we go through to input the different tutorial information. And so here you can see this one's going to be about how to get unlimited items via API calls with Business Catalyst. And so we've got opportunity to put in a bunch of video series and different prerequisites and then different code, and you'll see that we output this nicely on the front end and zip files and all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of the behind the scenes. But now let's talk about the reason, the genesis for this tutorial. And it really came about as I was starting to build more and more apps for Business Catalyst. I really wanted a more standardized way to get around the 500 API call limit that Business Catalyst has. It's not really a limit, more of just like a pagination, right? It's the most amount of items that it will return in one API call. So I was updating the Solid App Framework, which is available on GitHub here, and I really recommend it for beginners who are looking to get started with apps for Business Catalyst to go ahead and check this out. I made a lot of other really cool updates to make this more plug and play for you and get ready to use. But anyways, going back to the get all items function, this is really great because this can work with any of the GET calls, anytime you're trying to read data out of the API, you can just call this function and then it's going to return all of the items, and then you can specify a callback function for what you would like to do with each specific item, which is great. So in the BC Academy tutorial, I'm going to walk you through the logic, like how I built this function, like why I did certain things, and then also how to call the function. As you can see up here earlier in the code, we've got a call to the get all items, and this is using a variable, and it's using a function here, display pages, that's defined elsewhere in the document. But of course, in the tutorial, I go through some many different examples of how you can call this and exactly what everything is, so that you guys can be using this either using the Solid App Framework, or maybe just for your own projects or apps, or just separate from it. So it's a common question that team members here at Chicago Digital, BC Academy, and elsewhere ask is, well, how do I get around the limit? How do I call more items? And how do I do it in an automatic way, right? So I don't want to have to reprogram that every time if sometimes I've got 1,000 items or sometimes I've got 10,000 items. So I'm really excited about this tutorial. Email's going out shortly, and hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks.